What is hard-boiled? Hard-boiled, which is born from America. The term was originally used to describe soldiers who had been training during the First World War. In the genre of reasoning, there are more action scenes and less mystery solving. It is mainly for the reality of the detective-oriented novel. The famous novelists are Raymond Chandler and Dorothy Porter. That we analyze the classical novel, The Big Sleep and The Monkey Mask. The novel is about a private detective named Mallow, who was invited by General Stanwood's home. Stanwood lets Mallow to investigate his daughter Carmen, right into a gambling debate from a man named Geiger. When he wants to leave, Weaven tells him that the truly destination about investigate is find her husband, Rogan. Mallow went to look for Geiger, but heard a gunshot in front of Geiger's house. When Mallow went in, he found Geiger's body, common bond, and a camera. When Mallow returned to the scene, he found Geiger's body gone and the Stanwood driver died. When he wants to investigate more information about this bookstore, a woman named Agnes stopped Mallow from investigating this bookstore. Mallow followed them all the way to an apartment. He found a similar name that Joe Baldwin. In fact, Owen came to Geiger's home and killed Geiger and took the picture. Brody, who had been lying in wait outside Geiger's house, so Owen ran out and drove after him, grabbing the film so he could extra money from the Stanwood again. Mallow found Vivian and Matt's unusual relationship and casino. Mallow drove to find Matt's wife Agnes. Finally, Mallow shot and killed Carrillo. The biggest difference from the British detective novel and the American detective novel, that is the construction of scene. For instance, British detective novel make good use of the peaceful scene. However, the crime appear with criminal unconscious. Conversely, the scene of American detective novel usually use the busy and dirty city, which imply may hidden the municipal corruption. The entire article using the typical characteristic of hard-boiled, which current situation reflects the dark side of society problems. The character of General in this novel, which stands for typically sleep man, which means he represents upper class during the big sleep. The role of general be shaped as negative, but the general who is the first acknowledged that he didn't totally cast off pernicious habits. Chandler make use of second-hand form to describe the environment and the behavior of General Stanwood. Specifically, these descriptions are reflected in the dialogue of the greenhouse. All kids in the greenhouse met for General's two daughters. All kids growing in a warm climate that implies his two daughters growing in greenhouse. They are overprotected by their father, so that is become indulgence. Chandler's novel has a media of Gothic fiction, full of violence and sex, as well as slavery of women. Men who claim to protect and release women as knights do not. This is Chandler's declaration of the idea of chivalry. In fact, the deeper understanding is Chandler's attack and the criticism of late capitalism. There are two violence that filled with this novel, that is sex violence and war violence. Yet, both types of violence were rooted in the desire of most Americans at the time to get a big sleep. Chandler's irony in the whole big sleep period through sexual violence to release the man and woman. The main criminal mass is bisexual. Geiger resorted to sexual violence against a woman to satisfy his desire. Corrupt officials and decadent aristocrats were protective agents of indulgence, in addition to mocking chivalry. Canino is a ruthless killer, only left for people interested in or remove. As the title says, I'm in the business too. The private detective Malo is not totally righteousness. It was partly complicit in corruption. For example, at the end of the novel, he shoots the people and guards the secret of the whole family. Malo is a chivalrous character in the novel who protects the dying general far away from the dirty things. He also guards whole family that are catch up in scandal. Chandler also writes the Shook Knight's sorrow. Mona is representative. She failed to find the real right behavior and uphold fair people, like Chandler's dissatisfaction with social status, but not the metaphor of justice. It's like Chandler's trying to express that even the righteous can't get away it. In the end, however, when all the fog is left, Chandler's use Carmen's mental illness as a form of redemption. Dorothy's famous novel is about a girl named Mikey who is 19 years old. She loves poetry and boys. Well, she gone missing in suspicious circumstances. There is a private detective Joe is hired to find Maggie. When the process of detective finds the truth that she was attracted to Dana, who is a professor of Maggie. But Joe realized that the truth is not satisfactory, since Dana is a ruthless and a female fatale. The whole novel full of the murder, manipulation, and sex. The biggest difference between these two novels is its different way of expression. Those three use the poetic form to express with whole process that is more artistic.